All right. When you see about your virtual class or Ukida virtual class, you can find about our courses, the financial technology and data analytics. It's started since February 12th. And then we can find about any kind of materials, your PowerPoints, and also with the class recordings. You have the class recordings for the session 2, session 3, and for session number 4 in 4 March. And today we are going to the session 5 with the topics about the emerging market and social impacts. And after these sessions, you have a time to do about your individual tasks using the quiz tree. I give you a durations in 12 minutes, but you can do it in two time of attempts while you having maybe your grading is not in the maximals. You will be graded for your maximal grading after you do about the 1 or 2 attempts. Okay, so see the bell is coming. Right, you can check about the materials in our session 5, emerging market and social impacts. Good afternoon, see the bells. Okay, let's start the classes. Today we will learning about the fintechs in the two contexts about the emerging markets. As we know that our country between Indonesia or maybe in the Philippines, we are categorized as in emerging countries. So while we are in entering about emerging countries, we also emerge taking the position as the emerging market. What is the mean of emergings? Emerging is like that's we have lots of consumers activity, and we also have about the producers. The producers will be supply about the demands from the consumer, and we have lots of uh, applications, or we have lots of selling or trading activities between our country. And then we will combining about the conditional of the financial technology in a social impact factor. So let's start about the report from the G20 countries. Okay. In the G20 countries, we have some reports or informations that are 2.5 billions categories as adult is over than 18 years. They are excluded for the formal financial systems. So I think that you are one of the member about the adults in a G20 countries, because a Philippines and Indonesia also categories, and they are joining about the G20 countries, and you are over than 18 years, I bet, and you are categorized as adults. But I think that you are not excluded from the formal financial, because you are teaching, or you are having a lessons in university, especially in faculty of business and economics. So you have a formal financial systems. And then to combine about these informations, we have about the cash economy. The cash economy is like the trading activity using the real money or the cash money. But now in after 2020, we are having some supplementations using the mobile access to your digital phones. So you can find about the digital funds in your gadgets or your devices. So you can do by some payments, you can do by some trading using your mobile access. And then about the fintech startup, it's becoming the engine of the various access, because not of the companies or maybe with the middle companies using the financial technology. So the growing up about the financial technology industry or the fintech industry will help about the unbanked peoples to overcome about the discriminations between the financial services, because as we know that any kind of unbanked peoples cannot access with the financial services providing by the bank or offering by the banks, because they having low of income. Maybe we can find in some of the middle countries like Southeast countries, maybe for Indonesia, Philippines, Malaysia, Singapore, and the other countries in Southeast Asia. So the fintech is not about big engines. It's taking the portions about the little engines that can help about the financial services through the world. So let's think about the movement, the financial technology. We are starting in the financial services in 1930. As we learned in the second sessions, this is the first time the banking fund about the credit card. Okay. And after that, we have more about the new products or new innovations in the banking sectors. And after then, we are moving in some regulations between 1930 to 2008. We have lots of regulations for financial services, and then some of regulations become more relaxing until we having some problems. That is a big problem in 2008. That is a global financial crisis starting from the United States of America with the trouble and a bankruptcy about the Lehman Brothers groups and also with the great banking sectors. From the American, we learning about the financials is not only about the lending. It's only about the trust and how the peoples keep their trust to the money and the country. And the next movement, we are entering about the digital era. It's starting in 2020. We have lots of financial technology products. So we can exploring about the mobile fintech solutions, or you can find about the money transfer using the big data, the digital money that they can be replacing about the cash activity, or we will replacing about the cash money. They are become the digital money. After that, we can having a lot of accesses uses using the banks. Through the banks, we have lots of applications. We have offering some offering about how to enter about the banks. But after that, we have the differences in a demand and supply factors. The demand factors in the peoples to enter the bank is like the platform for the personal financials management. Most of us wants about the personal platform that we can do. We can creating some advices, some maybe with the saving using the personal platforms. And then they need about the formal financial system that will be protect the customer data, and banking should be managed about the demand from the customer bank. At the other side, we have lots of supply factors. The first supply factors, more of the customers needs about the digital money. They want about the mobile enrollment, so they can do about the markets, the transactions, the activity using the digital and the mobile activities. And then to provide from the victims, their needs about the anti-money laundering regulations. The money laundering regulations is not only covered in the intern of the countries. They should be covered is external of the countries, so we can make some world trade or maybe with the worldwide transactions between the countries, not only in a domestics, but if for the international market, we need about this anti-money laundry regulations. And in the end of the supply factors, we need the dominations about the banking systems, moreover than only with the financial services, because the banking is the one of the fully highly regulated institutions in the financial sector. So the rest of the fintechs will be starting by the magic cake, like we learning about the lending applications or micro crowdfunding applications that we can make a small lending, small borrowing activity, and also we can make some small investment, starting with the crowdfunding, not with the big money or the big investments. We start with the crowdfunding. That's a micro of financial activities. And then what goes around is come around. We need to creating some advanced technology to help us about to covering to ensuring that our lending activity and our micro funding is protected by the government regulations. In the rest, we have something new uh, in the modern markets that we found about the dual markets in our business transactions. What is the meaning of dual markets? Dual market is talk about the real markets, the cash money markets, and also we have digital markets using your mobile funding. That's a digital markets combining with the real market using the cash money. Okay, that's the conditioning about the financial technology activity using the banking or with the worldwide transactions. Let's see about the successful examples from the company will be growing up or will be taking activity using the financial technology. We're starting about the EasyTap companies. It's from India. Why EasyTap is successful is because they handles over than 80% is the mobile point of sales. So they handles lots of digital transactions in this country. A point of sales that actually we found about the digitals, not only in digitals, they are in the real markets. You can find about in the capital markets. You can find about the market of transactions, and now we can find about the mobile point of sales. You can do some investments like creating deposits, buying about the obligations using your devices or mobile phones. And then they have a strong institutions and they have some engagement using the young and the avid customers. This is the power of easy taps because the young customers will be very accessible to the mobile activity. As we know that young peoples or in the teens peoples is also with very diligence, very excellence using about mobile phones activity. Not only for investment for activity, they can do anything using the mobile phones or with the mobile gadgets. So these ones, it will be very successful because they have the charismatic leaders named about Abhijit Bose. Abhijit Bose is like Steve Jobs in America. They are the founder of Apple's company. But in this country, in Indians, both is called about the Indian Steve Jobs because they're still young and they can make some unbreakable activity and they having some inspirations for the young leaders or about for the young customers to gain about the lots of activity through the world. Let's see about how easy taps do or how easy taps can be successful in this mm, Okay. Is my share screen is ready? You can see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you for your
Yes,
response.
sir.
Let's see the short video about the EasyTap's business transactions.
Businesses are transforming operations by adopting and implementing new technologies in every arena. Payment processes are changing from a bank-led processing model to a software-led platform model in which payments are integrated. So the industry is getting smarter. Customers are getting smarter. What about you? And that is exactly why your existing systems, apps, and payment options need a smart and reliable integration. Because in this digital era, businesses need to integrate with best-in-class payment systems to deliver a superior customer experience. All you need is one trusted digital payments partner that can simplify payments and can be easily configured into your systems, and also ensure accurate and real-time reconciliation. This is where EasyTap can help you. We are your one-stop payments partner. Integrate with us once and never worry about any payment technology in the future. Using EasyTap, you can access payments from any device, mode, or bank, regardless of your location. The EasyTap platform works with every certified device in the world. We've also partnered with all major banks in India and help you facilitate any mode of payment, be it shop, customer doorstep, online, mobile, or kiosk. Our modular SDK integration does all the onerous work for you and is also upgradable at any time with 0 lines of code. You heard that right, 0 lines of code. That makes us not just simple, but very smart. How? EasyTap provides a single, consistent, and flawless payment experience for customers, regardless of location, device, or medium. We also provide configurable business intelligence services along with automated reports and data analysis. Through our developer portal, we can help you configure and activate payments on your app within 24 hours. Our aim is to facilitate the convenience and experience of easy payments. So keep it easy with EasyTap. Partner with us.
Okay, from this video, we learned that the customer is become smarter. And with this information, the banking should be make some innovations to attracting the new customers, young customers that are especially for the smart customers. Easy type find about the single solutions for financial services. You can use about the one activate about the accounts, and you can do any kind of financial transactions using the one applications. That is the power about the EasyTap, the universal payment that will be accepted for any kind of transactions in India and without regardless without your locations, because they creating about the smart transactions. They creating about the smart technology, and they will be survive because they have a smart customers. The key about the successful of the financial technology is a smart customers. This is refers to your intelligence. Sorry. It refers to your intelligence that you have a new insight or you have new knowledge about the informations in financial services. Moving from the India, we can find that another successful example from Malaysian peoples. For the Malaysia country, they having about the business to business payment solutions. This application, soft space, will be connecting between inter companies and extra companies in Malaysia and outside of Malaysia. And another example is comes from the India again. It's from the Ola. Ola is one applications to call a cab, or we are learning about the Grab transactions, or maybe with the taxi finder. Maybe we have the difference in every countries, but in India, Ola is the first developed applications to call about the cap, and they are using or integrating with a developed wallet system. They can pay the caps using the wallet systems. But sometimes in Indonesia, we have the similar activity like the Gojek in Indonesia, or in Singapore and Malaysia, they will be prefers to the Uber taxi or maybe the Grab transactions. Uh, I don't know about your applications in your country in Philippines, but I think they have the specific transactions because it should be you can find that the domestic or with the very different applications to be used by the special peoples in every country. And then for the another successful example is we can find about the Blossom in Indonesia. Blossom is providing about the microfinancings, but they can use about the Bitcoin transactions. This is the first time we can trust about the Bitcoin. It's provide with the Islamic value as for the religions, the most religions in our country, and in the latest innovations, they are connecting with using the cryptocurrency. So the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency also as trading as the uh, current payments for against about the climate change activity between our countries. So they can deal with the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency or where be with the green financials to helping about the climate change crisis in the world. So next we are moving to the Hong Kong. Hong Kong, we can find about the WeLend applications. WeLend application is about the lending applications. They can be borrowing some money or some funding with the connections between peer to peers, between customer to customers. So we can lend some money or borrow some money to another customers without the institutionals or the formal institutions like the banking or maybe the companies, with just only people to peoples, peer to peers. So after the success story from the India, the Malaysia, Indonesia, they have connecting about the three kind of these terms. They will be connecting about the financial technology and educations. They connect all or they collaborate all of this in transaction using the smartphones. So we can find the smartphones as the fintech's literacy media, and also it's one of the kind of the educations in our generations. The young adults after 18 years, and now we are very familiar with the technology. So the fintechs collaborating with the smartphone and creating a new education or digital literacy will be help unbanked peoples to reach about the financial inclusions. Not only the people that have lots of money or investments. It's creating, preparing our generations, the next generations, to be having a new financial inclusion about the digital money, and they can find about the new solutions. And then using the smartphones and the technology is enhancing about the user experience between the young peoples or the fintech players. So we can find about the interactions using the smartphones. They can do with the application space or the mobile based activity. So they can sending about the money transfer using the mobile applications. Next to the upgrades informations about the smartphone, fintech, and educations, it's creating about new product developments. They create about the new customers of focus, the customers that only engage financially using the digital area. So it will be easier access for your digital money using the applications programs. And you also have your authority with the money management technology. It's like the single supervisory mechanism in Europeans. But now we have the unique, or we have the new product development using the money management technology. It's similar like you have downloads, or you have been installing your applications, and then you can do with lots of financial services, including about to creating your financials or the personal budgets, or maybe with your family budgets, or maybe with your business budgets. You can manage your money using the technology. And then with the educations, we can helping the peoples. It's empowering the peoples with the financial literacy. And this strategy will be taking so a lot of the mass market adoptions, because as we learned before that in the next future about the banking, we have a dual markets, the digital markets and the real markets. So we not only facing about the cash money, we only do new era with the digital money. I think most of you doesn't have or doesn't getting the physical money in your wallets. You can take your money to your applications. So wherever you are, wherever you want to do, you want to buy something, you can scan the barcodes and you can pay with your simple transactions. So this is the end of the courses. We need to learn about the social impacts. The social impact about the financial technology is creating about our customer safety and security, because you have connecting to or engage with your personal data in your mobile phones, or connecting with your identity in your financial technology. Your data should be safe, your data should be secure, and will be checked by the online transactions, because it's connecting to your bank accounts, or whatever your fundings, should be connected with the online transactions. So it should be more of safety and security to the fintech players. And then this also makes some contributions for our country or the states. Why? Because the digital transaction is also taxed. In Indonesia, we have the specific regulations, tax for digital transactions. And I checked with your country in the Philippines, they also have the specific regulations. Any kind of digital transactions will be taxed and will be corrected to the country. So it's also supporting about the small business and entrepreneur, because lots of uh, peoples in our country, in Indonesia and also in the Philippines, it's most of 90% is come will be divided to the small and medium entrepreneurs, not in a big business. So, I think that in Indonesia we only have 1% of big business, and in Philippines it's average in maybe in 3% of the big business. There's business that having assets more than 100 billions. It's only 3% in your country. So we have lots of markets in a small business or maybe in a micro business. So they can remove about the traditional barrier using the technology, and help this small entrepreneur, small businessmen to creating with or to accessing about the financial services. Uh, Maybe they can passing through not by the bank, but maybe for the financial sectors, another financial sector, and they can reach about the new markets, and they can getting some new customers, especially for young customers using the platforms. So you doesn't need to engage in a long time like with our parents or ours the old peoples. In the new era, you only connecting your data to the platforms, and you are become the maybe the sign-in customer or maybe the best customers. But if you have lots of transaction using these platforms, you will be getting some appreciations with from the business. So in the end, the business will be do like a usual. They are doing like the usual business, like in the past. But we can see in the futures the business not only for the big banks or for the big financial institutions will be collaborating with a small financial institutions, with a small businessman, with a small entrepreneur, and it's connecting to every people with a small funding, so they can be make some innovations. They can create some collaborations, and they can enhancing one or two or three, and they can make a new groups to creating with the social banking. So this is the power or the social impact why we doing or why we engage in a financial technology industry. So I think this is a good step or for our future bankings, because we are not depend with the big banking, but we also having a new era or a new business in the financial services. And also we can holding for the young generations or in the young peoples in the futures they can do or they can compete in a dual markets. Okay. That's all for the courses or the materials why the financial tech sector is very beneficial in emerging markets, and what is the social impact about doing financial market or become the fintech players in this era. So this is the time for discussions. If you have any questions, I open the time for you to be share or to be asking about the materials today. Any questions from you for Clinis, Hyacinth, Citabels, Oliver, or Venice?
So far, sir.
Okay, thank you for responding, Clinis. And none so far for Oliver and Venice. Okay, thank you for open your cam, Hyacinth and Clinis. Nice to see you. And what is the next? Okay, I will show you about the next activity. If you doesn't have any questions, you can do your quiz three, quiz number three. The quiz number three is actually is open for now, but you only have the time until the day of. Maybe you still have in how many time? 7 hours or maybe 6 hours to do. But it's better to do right now before you only have 12 minutes. But if you failed in the first trials, you can do with another trials. Please make sure that you are having a good signals to do with the quizzes, because they have some questions that you need to be thinking first before you answer the questions. Okay. I hope you can do all of you do the quiz number three, and I will inform or I will take the class recordings after here after I convert to the video. Okay. Any questions for the quiz number three?
None, sir.
Thank you for your responding, Venice.
None,
None
sir.
so
It is
far.
all good.
Okay. Okay. If you doesn't have any questions, I will close the sessions for today. Thank you, Angelicia, for helping us in the sessions. Thank you for everyone that will be come early or maybe open your camera, and we are having some responses in answering and for the questions. Thank you for coming, and we will meet again and next weeks and in the same time for the 5 p.m. in my country, and maybe 6 p.m. in your country. So keep your activity good and healthy, and see you next week.
Thank you, sir.
You're
Thank you, sir.
welcome.
Sir.